Hey everyone, welcome back to the House of Mouse. Sorry, wrong show. Welcome back to Jedimike7 Movie News YouTube channel. I'm your host Jedimike7 with J King. J King, how you doing?
Doing good. We have a lot to talk about after D23 Expo.
We'll be covering all the things revolving around the House of Mouse and its toys. All of its Marvel toys, Star Wars toys, all of it, Disney stuff, Pixar, all of it. We're going to cover it and everything. We're going to break it down, give you our thoughts on it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, comment, like, and share. Let us hear your thoughts on the announcements that D23 made. And if you like it, dislike, whatever, comment down below, share a friend, everything. All right, number one, Moana 2. Moana 2 is coming in theaters later this year. Now, listen, Disney already been on cloud 9 this whole year with Disney animation. Inside Out is now almost one of the top 5 grossing, animated films of all time at this point. So yeah, and then the Deadpool Wolverine also crossing box office records and stuff. So, from the east to the west, back to the east, back to the west, it's going there. So from PG-13 to rated R, Disney's getting back on top. And it might have another one in November 27th from Moana 2. It's released in theaters, and we got a new trailer. So yeah, what was your thoughts on Moana 2 trailer?
I have, and I think this trailer versus the teaser that we got like a few months ago or whatever definitely gives us a better vibe of what the story is going to be, especially with how much Moana has changed since the last movie. She's, taking upon herself as the village chief. She's got a sister now. A few things have changed, and now she's going to make a journey that will change the course of her entire culture.
We got news that she taking the role of chief leader and also now has a younger sister. So, and that's the only new least addition we saw in this trailer announced. We had a live performance there as well. The Rock was there as well. So definitely Moana, I believe, is going to make a lot of money. Now, will it make $1 billion? I don't know. But during the Christmas, November season, December season, everything could bleed over to December once it's released and everything. I think it's going to be definitely a film for families to go see. And people say, oh, cinema's dead. Nope, it's just been delayed. That's all it's been. But anyway, Moana 2 to come in theaters in November 27th of 2024, later this year. Let us know your thoughts down below. All right, staying on the topic of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, we got another film called Monster Jam. Apparently, he's a monster truck driver for Disney.
Yeah, which is very weird because it's like when he said Monster Jam, like I immediately thought of the old video game, which I used to play like years ago, where you were monster trucks versus each other in the arena. I don't know what the story is going to be with that, but hey, he's got to do it, I guess.
You're right. Yeah, I don't know what the heck they're doing with that, but okay. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Nothing other than just a logo and the announcement that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will be starring in it. Next, the big one, James Cameron.
He's already on his way to the next film. He's like, look, this ain't going to take as long as the time frame in between Avatar 1 and Avatar The Way of Water, because the next film, Avatar Fire and Ash.
Way of Water also making billions of dollars. Another one, and it'll be coming out next year. This was the details that'll drop. Avatar 3 has more emotional stakes than ever before. He adds that there will be a new culture, biomes, and setting in Pandora that never been seen before. It's not what you expect, but it's what you want. Now, we're talking about, and that's when we get the revelation of Avatar, Fire, and Ash, right? Now, when you think of fire, you think of anger, you think of revenge, you think of, the aggression and all stuff, and then the ash is the aftermath, the consequences, repercussions of the events that transpired or whatever, the fire and everything. So if he was saying that, that's how he pitched for the film and everything. But also we got those images of characters, new Navi from the fire and ash clan or whatever, who probably will be said to be the villain of the film as well. That's going to be an evil Navi, not just a human trying to go after Navi, so it can be different. Some of the pictures and everything look amazing, beautiful, and I'm again, these films are part of cinematic masterpieces, and everything. And whether we like James Cameron's stance on comic book movies, whatever, but We do like his films and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Avatar Fire and Ash will be coming December 2025. But next announcement was we got the first logo of Dreams Productions, a series set between Inside Out and Inside Out 2. So it's not a prequel, but it's in between the first one and the second one. But yeah, it's a series. It's a series following the Dreams production, the movie studio inside Riley's mind that makes up her dreams, which I think is very interesting. You know, again, going to the dream aspect, because in Inside Out 2, we got to her memories or her secrets, you know, stuff and vaults and all that stuff, her stream of consciousness and everything, or and all that stuff, or sense of self and all that stuff has new emotions added. But now that we're still as kids, you know, kids, they dream a lot, you know, and stuff. So I think to have that type of vein and everything of Dream Productions seen as a movie studio, I think that's very interesting. What do you think?
No, like I very much I still remember when we got introduced to that concept in the first movie, and it's just like, yeah, like I would actually like to see what goes into the making of the mind, being like, okay, how are we going to form this? What memories from the real world are going to influence this? Because everyone knows dreams can be crazy. We've all had crazy dreams, and so just seeing how the mind formulates that is going to be very interesting to see of a story in between the first and second film.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And I'm interested. I'm like, you know, I know people get frustrated with Disney and all stuff like that, but I'm like, when Disney on, you know, they're on. You know what I mean? When they're hitting hard, right? Speaking of hitting it hard, no pun intended. Pixar has their first Pixar series, which is going to be titled Win or Lose, which is about baseball team. A baseball team. See what I did there? The hit. Yeah, that. So that'll be released in December 6th on Disney Plus.
The trailer for that was released online, so you can go see what the story is going to entail for that. But yeah.
So we have that, and also we have the big one again. Not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5. After 20 plus years, now we are back with the toys.
Friend in me.
Right, exactly. So we got the first logo of Toy Story 5, which looks exactly the way we thought it would look like. But anyway, it'd be directed by Andrew Stanton, who is also director of WALL-E, which is one of my favorite Pixar films from Disney. It'll be coming in theaters in summer 2026. A very packed year, that and 2025. But 2026 is going to be the year of animation. Yes. And it's going to be on Disney on top of Disney and other stuff. And Orgers too, you know? Because Shrek 5 will be coming out that year too. So it's going to be a lot. But yeah, so we got more information. The big thing is that the toys will be basically be focusing on Andy's toys, obviously. But it's the film going to follow the toys going up against electronics. You know, we're in the digital age, the AI and all that stuff. And now toys, physical toys, just like physical media, that's kind of dwindling and going away, right? Unfortunately. But so they're seeing that they're going against technology on their phones and stuff like that. Now, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how interesting that's going to be as a story, because I know I saw some people have a little bit pushback on that. But yeah, what was your thoughts on that?
I mean, honestly, I think that that's a very good concept to go for the next Toy Story movie, because it's like, as you've noticed over the years, it's like the entertainment for kids has changed. For a very long time, it used to be toys, action figures, dolls, but as time moved on, phones, iPads, you know, iPad kids that are growing up nowadays, it's like it's changed to where it's like you might start out playing with toys, but then you're more so on the internet. And so the toys are basically, in a sense, fighting for that attention again, to be like, hey, look, the internet's good, but like, don't forget about us. You know, it'll be very interesting to see. I also have seen a lot of people be like, wait a minute, the promotion or like the behind the scenes art for that shows Woody back, even though the fourth movie had him separate from the others to go be with Bonnie. But honestly, given what they said the villains are going to be from the movie, I can kind of see it, because the villains are going to be a bunch of malfunctioning play mode Buzz Lightyears.
Yes, an army of 50 Buzz Lightyear toys who are stuck in a functioning play mode will be the villains of Toy Story 5. Now, my mind kind of like, isn't that just Toy Story 2? like with the other Buzz Lightyear that was still a Space Ranger in his head and still trying to go against Buzz, and then Ashton had like a little like father-son relationship with Zar, and then or Zurg,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, but I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
yeah, I don't know. Like we already done with the Spanish-speaking Buzz Lightyear Toy Story 3, and then so I don't know. I don't know how now if it's like a upgraded Buzz Lightyear toys and stuff, but it's almost getting like what's that film? Was it Toy Soldiers? That's the name of the movie that where like toy soldiers awakened and actually became sentient and then attack people. I forgot.
Something like that.
I forgot to
remember, like
somebody. I don't know why I'm seeing the title or seeing the film in my eyes right now, but I can't. I know, but you guys who watch, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's what it's giving. I'm like, so I don't know. Hopefully there'll be a lot of action in this. Hopefully, I don't know, but.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll see. But Toy Story 5 will be coming out in 2026. And also we got first trailer got released with that as well. Now, next we got a new film. Not much detail about it, but it's a Pixar new original movie. Hopper follows a girl who switched brains with a beaver to learn about the secrets of beavers. And
yeah, a robot beaver.
Yeah, so John Hamm will voice the mayor trying to destroy the beaver's home, and it's becoming in theaters in 2026. Man, see, I don't even know.
2026 is gonna have a lot.
We'll get into it because we haven't gotten to that far, but not much detail about it. I think we got a still image of it, whatever. We got the logo.
Yeah, there's like it's like basically the logo and like 3 images that might be from the film, and then like 1 like concept art image. Yeah,
concept art. Yeah, but yeah, John Hamm. That's all we got. Is we'll be voicing the mayor trying to destroy the beaver's home, but it'll be coming in theaters 2026. This is called Hoppers. A new film called Elio. This is a film that follows a boy who is mistakenly identified as an ambassador for Earth, and Zoe Saldana has joined the cast for that. Not much information about that, but I think they
taken by aliens, and now it's been confirmed another casting for the film. His auntie will be played by Zoe Saldana.
Kid going on a space adventure, exploration, and everything. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a very neat concept and stuff, and I don't know, and I like the art that I'm seeing here and stuff, and I think also like Disney also going back to the roots of adventure or with kids and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that and going to new worlds or in places to escape and everything and wander, like that's like really what Disney gives the imagination of it all. That's what that to me what draws me to Disney and stuff, and I feel like this is a film that's not really talked about a lot. Now the big one.
Yeah,
right. So we have The Incredibles 3 is in the works. Brad Bird will be developing the film. But yes, The Incredibles 3 it'll be confirmed becoming theaters very soon. Well, not very soon, but when it's ready.
Yeah, not very soon, but like it's happening.
They have a perfect opportunity now. Is please age up the children. Now, I let the second one go. I'll now let the third one go. No, at this point, the children that have watched the first movie have children of their own now. There is no excuse, Disney. You did this with Toy Story 3. Now, we actually won't see it redundant if you do it with this because, they're a family. And that's what we've been asking for years. 4 years. Okay? You have a great opportunity in your hands if you age up these kids. And I'm not saying they gotta be 30-year-olds and stuff and going through midlife crisis like their dad. No, but as teenagers and seeing that growing apart from family and stuff, that's another aspect of family that they can tap into. And I just think Incredibles is so like me and my dad. That's like so tight with us and stuff. So just my own, when this movie comes out and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. I just think it just be the perfect conclusion, the circle of life, 3 announcement. That's the big one. Everyone was shocked. Like, yes.
Yeah, like that announcement just like blew me away because I was like, okay, there was no guarantee we were ever even going to get a second one, especially with the time gap in between that. But now it's like, okay, Incredibles 3 is happening. Most likely we'll be coming out within, like, I'd say the next 3 years, most likely.
Yeah. At least.
I'll say, like, I don't know where they could go. I do say that, yes, aging the characters up could happen. I hope they don't pull a Despicable Me and keep these characters the same fucking age for so long. I mean, if they do, I won't be too mad, but honestly, yeah, it might be time to finally age Dax up to teenager stage, age, the daughter up to young adult stage, and get and Violet to young adult stage, and get Jack out of diapers, like
yeah, because Jack's in diapers, Dash is in middle school, he's in middle school, and Violet's in high school, so it's just like it can be have something where it's like you can, because even then the first Incredibles also had a time jump, because it was talking about the golden era of superheroes and stuff, and then now here he is having midlife crisis, new age family, kids and stuff. But then like with this is like you can have something like, okay, what happens when now I'm retired? Not that that I'm back in the heyday of being Incredibles and everything. No, I'm retired now. My kids are out of the house. What's life like? What's family like now? With that. And that's the whole point,
Yeah, plus don't forget the fact that at the end of Incredibles 2, they got superheroes like to be an official thing again. So it's like, what's the world like in a new era of superheroes, new ones coming out and not having to be afraid to not to use their powers, How do Violet, Dax, and Jack fit in that world, as legacy characters?
Yeah, so I don't know. I just hope that they do that again. Will it still be a good film? Sure. I mean, Brad Bird, he hasn't done a bad film for The Incredibles. Like, I enjoyed it. I loved the first one. The first was iconic. The second one I still enjoyed and I had fun with it. But this one, I feel like this could be an amazing opportunity for them, just like what Toy Story 3 did. So I just like it.
Zootopia 2. To talk about, which they opened up with, much like how the first film had parodies of the real life, they opened up with parody posters of other Disney films. Like, for instance, Dead Mule and whatever that was, or Inside Snout 2, or Skeleton Screw.
Right.
Like, or their own version of the Captain America Brave New World like teaser poster, even the Agatha poster with Gazelle.
Yeah, so they're making parodies of the real world or of films and stuff, but going Zootopia route. But the big thing we got was that Ke Huy Quan will be voicing a new reptile named Gary. Now the big thing is that Zootopia, that's all mammals. This is a reptile, so it'd be different. But it's Ke Huy Quan, who's also one of the sweetest individuals in history. So man, and stuff. So
the man has been getting his bag ever since he came back. Everything everywhere all at once. Loki, even Kung Fu Panda 4. Like, the man has just been doing well. So like, it's gonna be hard. Like, I mean, we don't even know what this character is about, but it's gonna be very, very interesting, I'll say.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I mean, again, I enjoyed the first Zootopia. I think this is a long-awaited sequel for people, for this and stuff. And add Ke Huy Quan to the cast and stuff. I think it's a good move and everything. And I think if anything, makes it even better, and people might participate for the film.
It's coming out in theaters next year. So that's also coming out. So for all the people who became furries because of the first movie, just you wait.
Let It Snow, and Elsa, folks have returned. Winter is coming. No, winter is here. Frozen 3 will be released in 2020. Wait for it.
Yeah, but not just Frozen 3. They said that the story they gotta tell is bigger than one movie. So Frozen 4 has also been announced.
Yes. So fourth film has been teased. Now, whether that be the conclusion of the film, whatever, I doubt it. Because money makers. Like, Disney got like, let's just face this crap out. We just can't own 2025. We can't just own 2026. Let's leave, after Barbie and Oppenheimer and all, like, in Super Mario Bros. Like, you're like, all right, you guys had 1 year. You ain't getting none next time. All right, you know.
You see, it's crazy because I think back to 2019 when that film came out. The same time the same time that came out, that's when Knives Out came out. That was the original Barbenheimer.
Right, but you know, here we are now, and then also waiting for Knives Out, you know, 3 on that end and everything. But yeah, one of our friends of ours was like, "Why are they making a 4th one?" I said, I responded simply, money. That's it.
Money. Yep.
Because money. Like, that's never a reason. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's always money. Right? But not much has been told about this movie. The only thing we got was a promo-ish image showing Elsa, Anna, and Olaf on horses looking at what looks to be some weird, like, Aurora sky temple. And in the back, in the water, you see what might be a demon after them. So again, that's all we really get when it comes to this film so far.
Yeah, so that's all we see, get a concept art, you know, image of that. But again, like, it would come out in 2027. That's a while away, y'all. Ironically, you know, it's gonna be 2 years. But yeah, so also another good one for all the folks for Greatest Showman, that a stage musical adaptation for The Greatest Showman is in the works. Now, I think this is a good thing. Greatest Showman is highly underrated. Should have got nominated, you know, for Oscar. Oh, it was nominated in some areas, but the winning Oscars and stuff. But yeah, this Greatest Showman was definitely a great film, starring Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, Zendaya, and other characters as well. But yeah, this was just a iconic film and a great musical and stuff. So having a musical adaptation, I think, is good.
Is getting a stage as well, but only of African Americans apparently.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck that is. Okay. I don't know. Like, I'll see where that goes. If you try to make it seem like a song about the women, you know, on the walls and stuff like that, you know, and the singers in the Hercules movie. Okay, I get it, but I don't know what that is and everything. But yeah, I have no clue how they're gonna do that. Shifting to the world of Star Wars, we got our first trailer of Star Wars Skeleton Crew, which will be coming this year in December. And I'm gonna tell you this, I actually think this is actually a good idea, and the trailer actually made me like, all right, I think it's neat. I think I'm watching, like, I probably like these kids and stuff. They give it Goonies in space. Okay, cool, you know. But I get the tropes that it's taking adapted on and stuff like that. But I'm like, I watched the trailer, it put a smile on my face. I'm like, okay, I know what this show is for. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, and everything. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's gonna be an interesting show. But it's becoming December 3rd. With starring Jude Law, who also is confirmed to be a Jedi in the show. So how that will be, how that interact and everything, I don't know. But I don't know. I think the trailer was like, it was sweet. I was like, oh, okay.
I definitely think there's going to be a lot of people that look at the tone, or at least like most of the tone of that trailer, and be like, yep, another 4 kids of Disney Plus section that I can skip over. Honestly, I mean, as you said, it's like, I think it's neat. I don't think it's going to be the greatest thing in the world, but it's like, you know, I'm interested to see what type of story could be told here. Again, Jude Law being confirmed to be a Jedi, it's like, okay, where was he then during Order? Well, and also, if I remember correctly, they said Skeleton Crew is within the same time frame as Mandalorian and Ahsoka, so it's like, where was he during Order 66? Like, what happened to him? I'm interested to see what that story is. But yeah, it also has that sense of adventure as well that we were talking about before. So it's like, that's one thing that I'm also really interested to see, you know, in Star Wars. You know, we've had all these stories that have had this feeling of trying to be grand. It's like, let's just go on an adventure.
Yeah, so I don't, again, whatever, I mean, I understand what people biases and stuff on the show, or just no idea of this show existing and stuff. I think this is the part where Star Wars is for everybody and expanding the different genres and stuff. I think this is one of it where it's like, if we want to expand different genres, this is what it can go into. And I don't think, well, I saw looking anything terrible. I'm like, okay, Skeleton Crew be coming on Disney Plus on December 3rd. I'm actually looking forward to this big one. Diego Luna is now talking about Andor Season 2. He said, "I've lived with Cassian Andor for almost 10 years. Think about it. It's been almost 10 years since Rogue One.
Yeah.
I think the best one, if not the best Star Wars film post Disney we got, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that was probably the best film out of post Disney Star Wars, in my opinion. I loved Rogue One.
Yeah.
I loved Rogue One. But season 2 will be taking taking in a span of in 4 years and through season 2. And we got confirmed that we'll be seeing the return. Like again, this is a prequel before Rogue One. That Forrest Whitaker will be returning as Saw Gerrera as in Andor. Also, we can have the big one. Ben Mendelsohn will be officially be returning as Krennic and Andor as well. And which he was a good villain there. But also we got confirmation that I believe what was the droid? The droid will be coming back or be coming in the show. I forgot the. Why am I forgetting this?
I'm forgetting the name too, but I know exactly. It's one of the Empire's droids that they end up reprogramming and is in Rogue One.
Yeah, so that droid will be returning back. Obviously, they're building up to the timeline of Rogue One and everything. But yeah, the Andor season 2 will be releasing in 2025. I know again people really enjoy the first season and stuff, so we'll look for season 2. Now, the big one, big one, Mandalorian Grogu. After Mandalorian had 3 seasons, some good, some okay, but definitely not terrible. This one of the best things of Star Wars, at least that Mandalorian and Grogu have definitely, brought some life into Star Wars post Rise of Skywalker. And Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni came on stage and basically confirmed that, hey, we want to bring Star Wars back into the theaters, where it belongs. Love that. But then we got first teaser reveal of that, which reveals the return of the Razor Crest. The Razor Crest, the ship of Mandalorian, will be returning. And also we got confirmation that Mandalorian Grogu will not be alone, because you'll have Zeb from Star Wars Rebels. And listen, we got teased of him in season 3 and all mocap form and everything, but now we see him all in his full glory, and I am looking forward to it. I really enjoy Zeb as a character. See him now in a Star Wars film, like not a show, a film. Now, I don't think that this is the only Star Wars Rebels character we'll see in this show, in this movie. I think obviously this film is far out, from production and everything like that. But as we get closer approaching, I think we're going to see more characters pop up in this film. But yeah, I enjoyed it, seeing this, and we get a reveal that Mandalorian and Grogu will be coming in theaters in May of 2026. That's Avengers year, y'all. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. Anyway, yeah, I tell you, Disney just say no survivors. Yeah, but yeah, we got a reveal that Mandalorian Grogu will be coming in 2026 in theaters. Yeah. What do you feel about this, man?
I'm ready for this film. I really am. And what was shown at D23 definitely got me even more hyped. Somehow the Razor Crest returned, but I mean, hey, it's been enough time that you probably got it repaired. And seeing Zeb again, especially when I was like, damn it, he wasn't in Ahsoka season 1. At least he is back, and as you said, he might not be the only returning Rebels character or character from the last couple years of Disney Plus Star Wars shows that we will see within this movie. I think definitely this is going to be the movie where, whether you watched the show or not, this is going, again, this is the first Star Wars movie since The Rise of Skywalker. This is the first one since 2019. Yeah, this is gonna bring butts and seats. Whether you watched the show or not.
Been 7 years.
Uh-huh.
By the time this movie come out, it'll be 7 years since we had a Star Wars movie.
right? And it's like whether you've seen the show or not, or whether you know some of these characters or not, you're going to be in there to be like, Star Wars is finally back in the cinemas. And heck, who knows? Maybe this will get people to watch some of the shows that they didn't know were happening because movie theaters ain't talking about what's on Disney Plus, unless you're subtle hints in, like, say, Multiverse of Madness or Deadpool and Wolverine. But
but I like I said, nothing about what I'm seeing from this announcement, I'm like, I have any concern. I just hope it's good. And the fact that this is the film since Rise of Skywalker, I'm pretty sure they're going to be taking this with extreme amount of care, bringing a Star Wars film back into the theaters and stuff. So they definitely need a win and to shift this and stuff. So yeah, this will be coming out in May 2026. Now, shifting into the world of the MCU, Marvel Circles.
Presentation also started with Ryan just saying, like, thank you for letting us save your company.
Yes, saving your company. Right. That stuff, right. A rated R film. And yes, because now at this point, Deadpool Wolverine has crossed the $1 billion mark. But yeah, so going into this, we're now we're moving into the next film coming in the slate of Marvel, which would be Captain America: Brave New World. And we have Anthony Mackie and Kevin Feige come on stage and basically talking about with the footage or whatever they brought to the show for Captain America: Brave New World. Now, this footage they showed at D23 is what they showed us at Comic-Con. So this is the same trailer, same exact trailer that we see. But
since we didn't talk too much about like what was shown at Comic-Con, basically what was shown there in sort of a compilation that Anthony Mackie said he put together on his iPad on the flight to D23, basically confirms that the connections to Eternals, and that the giant celestial Tiamat that's coming out the ground is producing a certain metal that the countries have been fighting over, but they're deciding to share it, and it is, of course, adamantium.
Yeah, so that, like, when I was in Hall H, everybody, like, it was after the whole Deadpool, like a prayer, like, celebration came out, and we saw that footage. Is like, that's when when it revealed adamantium, everybody was like, oh, and stuff, right? But yeah, so that's what we got, the confirmation for that, but also that the president, Harrison Ford, or Thurgood Ross, is that he's telling Anthony Mackie that not only that he wants Captain America to be an official the military position, but he also wants him to rebuild the Avengers. Now, I don't know how that's going to go down the line in terms of seeing other characters in this film, because again, which we'll get into Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, there is no Avengers team. There is no Avengers team right now that we know nor really care about at this point. So we need to get to the point where we know who they are, all right, I like this team, and also who's leading the team, and going into this new phase for Marvel before they get into Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. So that's basically one step in the right direction on that. But yeah.
Actually, for me, I think what it's going to be is that, like, this film, like I said, like, he's being tasked with, like, putting together an Avengers team. I feel like if at anything, the ending of the movie is going to be him, like, finally putting that into fruition. But we most likely won't see the team that he assembles or wants, or, like, who says yes and no until, like, if not any film before it, Doomsday, we'll see, like, who he picks. Like, he'll put out the call, and then we'll see who actually said yes or something like that. But I feel like, ending-wise, if anything, the post-credit scene for this movie is going to tease the roster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, but however that will be for that, because again, they're trying to add everyone and their mama in this movie just to, instead of having Sam Wilson just be a good character on his own and stuff, and see where this goes. But hey, and then anything that make it better, let's add Spider-Man, let's add Tom Holland in this movie. Whatever. So, but anyway.
Not this movie, because you know what Anthony Mackie said. Tom Holland,
right?
I'm on your ass, boy. I'm on your ass.
Yeah. So I mean, again, how they're gonna go to with this, but that the footage they showed us, we see Giancarlo Esposito character. We'll also see Harrison Ford as Red Hawk in a full glory in front of the presidential stand and everything.
Yeah.
That was a good shot. I'm not gonna lie, like that was like
it was a good shot. But if your first seeing of that wasn't leaked footage and instead was the screenshots, it's very awkward.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying when we saw it, it looked good. Even his eyes are red, you know, and stuff like that.
Next year, February. But after that was, of course, Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, the cast is currently filming the movie right now, so they weren't there to present anything, but they did send a little video saying, we wish you could be there, you know, and all that. But the thing to take away from that is Joseph Quinn, who's, of course, playing Johnny Storm, and he was in suit. Like one of, if not the, Fantastic Four suits.
Yeah, so the thing, I saw the concept footage they showed us at CinemaCon, not CinemaCon, at San Diego Comic-Con, and to me, that footage alone made this movie my most anticipated film for next year. Aside from Superman, like this is
Which is the same month,
right? But this is my most anticipated film of next year. I am eating everything that this film is giving me. The concept, the music from Michael Giacchino, which also I posted at my channel and everything. Make sure you go check that out. He revealed the full score or theme of the for the Fantastic Four at D23, and but I am eating everything up. The style, the fact the alternate universe, everything. I wasn't sold really on Pedro Pascal, but at this point, it just kind of grew on me, and I'm just accepting it. Not saying bothers me. Saying, all right, it's all right. You know, could have been a different person that I could see face wise. Looks like Reed Richards, yeah, but whatever. Ben Grimm, Evan Moss Batrak. He's perfect, you know, in terms of his voice and stuff. But that's the Kirby textbook. I mean, seriously, like chemistry between her and Pedro Pascal, I'm seeing on stage and everything. With the footage that I was watching at Comic-Con, I was like, all right, I'm sold. But
yeah, from what I saw as well, what's shown at Comic-Con, what they talked about is like, these guys, they're celebrities, much like how the Fantastic Four are in the comics. They're celebrities. They want their personal lives to be out there. You see that loving family, not just in the footage, but also the fact that on stage, like what was shown back at Comic-Con, you just see Vanessa and Pedro acting like they were just Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm, just in the regular.
Yeah, so again, that's all, you know, with that, like for me, I don't think this is the final suit. I know for a fact it's not the final suit for Fantastic Four, but being the 60s and everything, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I'm sold. I actually want to buy that freaking sweater. Something like
you know they're gonna sell it. You know they're gonna sell it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the jacket. Hey, box lunch. Let me know what you're doing so I can get the merchandise. Because I'm sold. I'm sorry. Everybody like, look cool. Like, no. Yeah, they gotta get what they're trying to do here, and I'm on board with
right.
that.
Right,
Yeah.
like for everybody who remembers, because again, like the director of this directed WandaVision, you remember how it was for those first couple episodes. Like it's somewhat that, but futuristic as well. And it's like that's just the concept of that makes me very excited for this movie, and everything I've seen is just making me even more excited. I'm just like, July of next year couldn't get here any faster.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the music, I'm like hearing it. I'm just telling you, when me and Jonathan were watching that footage, we were losing our minds at the final shot, even though none of that footage is going to be in the movie because it's just concept stuff. But what they were showing us,
it's just letting people know the big man himself is in this movie and that he will be comic accurate, but that won't be in the movie because the size does not match. But
yeah, because you just hear Jonathan just like, oh my god, what? You know, I actually have freaking recorded and stuff. Because apparently my phone was on, but it didn't catch the footage, but you can hear. You can still hear, what's going on and stuff. But yeah, it was funny how I was able to catch that. The trailer for Agatha All Along, which will be released on September 18th, which is literally almost a month away from now. I'm gonna say this. I thought this was a better trailer than the first
Yeah.
one. I'm still gonna watch it and stuff. Now, do I think do I care about this show? No, I don't. Do I think it's gonna resonate with fans a lot? No, I don't think so. But I think it's gonna be on their schedule. They have to get out for good for the Halloween season. Sure, stay on trend. You need something. I mean, you could just make Werewolf by Night season 2 or something like that. But no. No, we gotta get Agatha because we like her theme song, right? Let's give her a whole freaking show based on the song we gave her, right? No, and listen. Catherine Hahn is a great is a great actress. Agatha is a good character. Aubrey Plaza up in here. We got other actors in here. Still some mystery about who these characters are, who's gonna be in it, and stuff. Which that's probably my only reason I'm gonna watch the show for curiosity. Just like, hey, is Wanda alive? Where is she? Okay, let's give me some confirmation on that, so I just know. And also there's that Billy, which is probably is he literally it's Billy.
It's
Billy.
It's Billy.
And but how they're going to explain Billy and where's Speed and what I don't know. But anyway, that's all I want to know, really. And so we'll see how it goes. So, but I think this was a better trailer than the first one and stuff. So, but yeah, what's your thoughts on this, Chicky?
I mean, yeah, I have to agree. I like both trailers, but this is definitely a much better trailer than the first, because it doesn't just set the tone of what people expected from the back in WandaVision. It's like, oh no, this might get into some Lovecraftian type stuff. This is definitely going to incorporate a lot more of the witch side of things, which we've explored sorcery before, but more so the dark magic, the witches and wizardry that is a part of the Marvel Universe. We'll see a little bit of that. The fact that a lot of these sets are practical and that a lot of the stunts I hear are practical outside of course, the magic. Just getting to see that is going to be very interesting because it's like, while we've seen sorcery before and we've also seen witch magic before, seeing it from someone not Wanda is going to be different, and especially given the fact that 100% has to be Billy Maximoff. I am interested to see where that setup goes. And also, I feel like this series will give us something on Wanda, after post-Multiverse of Madness. Because she ain't dead, no matter what the Marvel Handbook wants to say. Which had been filmed at least a year or a year and a half ago. And it's officially coming out next year. Starring Dominique Thorne as Ironheart. And of course, we also got Ryan Coogler involved in the project. Again, basically just giving us an idea of where Riri Williams has been since Wakanda Forever, building a new suit, trying to create a brand new type of AI, very much following in the steps of Tony Stark when it comes to some of that stuff. But it's going to give us a bit more of her history, her story in Chicago and all that type of stuff, her characters, and where she fits, without that awesome suit that she made that Shuri said, no, you can't keep that. Oh, and we also got Anthony Ramos, who we know, of course, from Hamilton, Transformers, recently The Twisters, in this as the supervillain, The Hood. Which I know, yes, sounds stupid, being The Hood. But it's a lot more magic-based than you think, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, listen, Ryan Coogler, I'll watch it and stuff, but I love Dominique Thorne. Anthony Ramos is cool. He was great in Twisters, by the way. Aside from that, my thing on the character Riri Williams, I just think it's just for us to make a show of a character that we almost sort of liked in Wakanda Forever, which was 2 years ago, now almost going to be 3 years ago. It's just, I just think, I don't know. I think this adds another thing with Agatha. Not saying the show can be bad, whatever. I just nobody really asked for this show, and I think it's gonna, bite them. But it's Ryan Coogler, so I know he's gonna execute it really, good and everything. And Ryan Coogler with this, I'm gonna pay attention to wherever he's involved in, which leads into, Eyes of Wakanda. So
yeah. Yep, so Eyes of Wakanda, much like another project we'll be talking about, is a 4-part animated project within the continuity of the MCU, of course, that will be well, basically delving into Wakanda's history, from the beginning. The small little tip that we got in the first Black Panther movie is going to be expanded upon from where it started to, let's say, T'Chaka, most likely, in terms of history. And it's also been confirmed that and hear me when I say the word N Iron Fist is gonna be in this. Not the Iron Fist, Danny Rand, and Iron Fist, because it's a mantle, but yes, Iron Fist. The first mention of that character since the Netflix days. At least an ancestor of him is going to be within Eyes of Wakanda as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we have that. And I think it's an interesting show. It's only 4 episodes, I believe. Stuff and showing that history of Wakanda in different ways. It's gonna be different animation from What If. It's not gonna be the same. That's what they were saying. It could be like some type of different type of animation to tell that story. Which would be interesting. So I mean, listen, I'm open for it. I know it's gonna be a different type of show, but in terms of it being released, it's not gonna be for any time soon. I'll say that, but it's just. But I mean, it's showing the history of Wakanda for a different Black Panther. I'm intrigued, to watch that and stuff. With different Iron Fist now, MCU Iron Fist now. So that'd be interesting to see, which hopefully will lead into stuff in the present, with Shang-Chi or anything. Still no Shang-Chi announcements, but anyway.
Yeah, but speaking of Shang-Chi, and also speaking of 4-part things after that, and also speaking of something that apparently won't be coming out for a while, Marvel Zombies.
Listen, I'm telling you this. Aside from whatever they showed at D23, I'm just telling you that this really pisses me off because Marvel Zombies is an interesting concept and stuff. Why are you putting Agatha out? You put Marvel Zombies in Halloween. That's what, and the TVMA stuff. Put that in freaking Halloween. Instead of put this Agatha BS on us. And all that BS and everything, and then it ain't coming for a while. That's what you said a while ago. Come on, like they're talking about this now. It's just messed back, and I had a flat top on my damn head. I had a flat top on my head, and I was like almost 20. So I was about 30-40 pounds lighter when you announced I was still in college, broke, and I was down here married, and I'm a little bit richer than I am now, but I was back then. And then all of a sudden, you can't say, "Oh yeah, we still waiting for this damn show that you announced 3 years ago." Get out of here! Get out of here! I'm sorry. The only time I swore in this, I cussed in the freaking video and stuff. I've been doing better. But man, this pissed me off. This is absolutely no excuse. Stop with this BS on saying, it's the strikes. No, out of here. Talk about all this BS and stuff. You pull all this other shows, and you got freaking Halloween coming up, and you been telling me you've been selling this damn show for almost 3 or 4 years. You fired Bo DeBale's ass. He already gave you 2 seasons, and still fired his ass. Fuck out of here.
Okay, we're moving on. The only thing to know about Marvel Zombies.
Get out of here.
The only thing to know about Marvel Zombies that they told us. So the main character of Marvel Zombies is Shang-Chi. Most likely Simu Liu coming to reprise his role, but just saying that apparently the 10 rings can stop a zombie bite. Like, he can get bit, but they can, which makes sense given the fact that they let his dad be alive for all that damn long. But and it'll also feature a very Mad Max inspired sequence with him, Katie, and Jimmy Woo in the series. But yeah, that's as far as we know for Marvel Zombies. It's the flat top topic, guy. But I guess I'll say next we'll talk about What If Season 3, which has been confirmed to be the final season in the Watcher's journey of talking about the multiverse. It's going to be the last time What If is a thing for like Disney Plus wise, but probably not the last time we'll see the Watcher, because I'm very certain that with Doomsday and Secret Wars coming up, we'll see the Watcher in some capacity there. I mean, we saw him in I Am Groot, so yeah, but basically the only thing to know is a few confirmed characters, like Moon Knight's going to be in it with Oscar Isaac returning, White Vision's going to be in it, Shang-Chi and Ironheart are going to be in it, yeah, and again, like the only thing to know is that it'll be the end of the Watcher's journey. And also, one of the episodes is that's confirmed is basically we got Moon Knight, Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Monica Rambeau in mech armor fighting in what's known as a Gamma War. So what's going to be with that? I am very interested to see what that story is. But yeah, third and final season of What If. No, I mean, however y'all felt about What If with season 1 and with season 2, third season's going to be it. So they're going to go out with some craziness. I can already see that coming.
I'm just saying, listen, tell me at the end of this show, okay, that means you got something better than the pipeline. Because after X-Men 97, like, okay, we got to focus here. Like, this, boom, and this stuff here. Like, and listen, I would love to see the Watcher in MCU. I mean, we've seen Watchers in the MCU before, but I'm saying, like, see the Watcher and actually connect all this stuff together. I mean, again, I'm asking too much because, again, I mean, I'm only asking for consistency, cohesiveness, but that's too much for y'all right now. So it's like,
okay,
whatever.
All right, let's move on. So the next thing, I guess, let's say Spidey for last. The next thing is, of course, X-Men 97 season 2. The only thing we know is a few confirmed characters. So first off, at first they said Warlock, but not Warlock. Danger, or in this instance, the sentient version of the X-Men's Danger Room, will be a character in X-Men 97. For those who don't know, yes, the Danger Room became sentient at one point, and they will be in X-Men 97. Other confirmed characters that will actually show up, and it's not going to be Morph, cold cocking us again with who could show up, is Lady Deathstrike, Polaris, Magneto's daughter Polaris, and Sabretooth. They will actually appear, the actual characters will appear in X-Men 97, as well as the tidbit that the X-Men will be dressing up in Grant Morrison's new X-Men, E is for Extinction, the Yellow Jacket. Basically, what you saw from Dark Phoenix, that's what they're going to be wearing, the Dark Phoenix movie, that's what they're going to be wearing in season 2.
They're gonna be wearing this stuff right here.
No, they're not. No, they're stop. No, no, they're gonna be no. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop it. No,
I bought this for a freaking reason. They get on program.
These suits.
Yeah. It's same stuff, same material.
Okay. All right. Still, but either way, yes, they're going to be wearing the Grant Morrison E is for Extinction Yellow Jackets look, which is also the same arc where we got the Genosha Massacre and introduced to Cassandra Nova. But yes, they're going to be wearing that, which is going to be very interesting because remember, season 2 ended with them all being split into different time periods. So when the hell are they going to get matching jackets? Maybe halfway through the season? I have no clue, but yeah, that's all that's confirmed for season 2 of X-Men 97.
Like, well, we already know Polaris is gonna be in there. Apocalypse and stuff. We got tease of Polaris in season 1, but having the sentient, danger, room and stuff like that. We'll see how that works out. I think it's probably maybe the later half of the season until wherever they get the Apocalypse out. At this point, I don't even know how they like how they're going to wrap the whole Apocalypse deal, unless Apocalypse maybe creates the sentient danger. I don't know.
Either that or the sentient danger room might be in the future timeline with Scott and Jean.
Right, that's probably right. With the Jesus X-Men mutant Nathan Richards and stuff, Marvel Boy, all that stuff, right?
But stop. But so yeah. Last thing from the animation wise before we get to the big thing is, well, that's not animated wise, but last thing animated wise is of course your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. The Disney Plus Spider-Man cartoon. We have known this is going to be a thing. It's been rumored what this could be. But basically, as they said, it is basically a what if. A what if someone else came to recruit Peter in that scene in Civil War instead of Tony Stark. And basically, it's an alternate reality take on the MCU Peter Parker story. Just with, in different stuff. And in a different animation style, very much reminiscent of Steve Ditko. We got this big giant shot that showed a bunch of characters, ones we knew were going to be in there, and others we didn't know until now we're going to be in there. Like, for instance, a Venom symbiote, Iron Man, as well as like a few others. And we got the confirmation that Hudson Thames, who voiced Peter Parker in the Marvel Zombies episode of What If, is going to be returning to voice Peter Parker in this show. But more importantly, Norman freaking Osborn, the Black Norman Osborn with them waves, is going to be portrayed, voiced, and menaced by Coleman Domingo.
But listen, the fact that Coleman Domingo is voicing Norman Osborn Black, and he do got waves for over like 20, 30, 40 years. Like, you know, the Osborns had a distinct haircut for decades.
Yes.
And I don't know, listen, I'm not saying haircuts, anybody can get clippers and do whatever. But there's some texture in that hair, you know? And the fact that you have Coleman Domingo, who has some of the coolest voices, and he's one of the greatest actors right now in our generation. But his voice is so sinister, so cool and smooth. And the fact that we will never have him as a live action Norman Osborn pisses me off. And if they're going to go down this route, then go with this route. But that make this an alternate universe Peter Parker story in the MCU, whatever, only mitigates the stuff like telling me like I don't care about this show only because you're showing me stuff that's not going to have no end result live action. Because at first you pitched this as Spider-Man freshman year as showing the prequel of Tom Holland's Spider-Man in MCU, how he got bit and everything. But who cares? Because now we don't know who he is. We don't even know. Our memories are wiped from Peter Parker in the MCU right now. So who cares?
Who?
Right, exactly. No Osborns in the MCU and stuff, but okay. I think it's a missed opportunity, but I understand now. Another redhead for them to replace in the comic book and movie world. I mean, yeah, Iris West got it. Wally West got it. Ariel got it. What's her name? Norman Osborn got it. Harry Osborn got it. This dude got some dreads. He got some cornrows on, right? You know, so he's a football player. You know, you know, and so you got that. What's the other redhead they replaced the Man in Black? Oh, Barbara Gordon, James Gordon, got him too. So yeah, so I'm waiting for all the white gingers in the world. I want off behalf of black people. I apologize. I didn't tell them to do this. I'm just saying we just taking all your damn characters. So it's whatever. You know, and listen, but I know we eating good, but y'all, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Hey, it doesn't even matter what timeline. We can still be in the 40s and Batman, Cape Crusader, and still be black and redhead and running police commissioners and running police stations and stuff in the 40s, right? You know, regardless of our melanin in our skin, we can still run the world, right? But yes, anyway,
the only other information given is actually how the spider bite happens, which is very weird. And probably the part about this thing now I'm just like, huh?
Listen.
So basically, as they're saying, the way Peter gets bit in this universe is that while he's at school, the Doctor Strange of this universe is hopping dimensions, fighting a symbiote, and the spider comes from an alternate dimension. And while the fight's going on versus that symbiote,
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. That's what I'm saying. Like, stop with this BS. Stop with this BS. Listen, stop it. Stop. I'm not even letting you finish. Stop. Alternate universe. I just found out just now. You told me. I'm looking at my notes. I didn't even hear them say that. I was like, oh, really? Man. We try to be Spider-Verse, but you're not. You know.
Okay.
Get out of here. I'm gonna get finish friggin' thing, man.
So lastly, moving away from look, first from Spider-Man, that'll happen. Last thing to talk about, but still in the realm of Marvel, and the last Marvel thing to talk about, Daredevil Born Again, which will be coming March of next year. you know, a continuation of the Netflix series, but of course within the continuity of the Netflix stuff has been being integrated into the MCU over the last couple of years. Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio returning upon multiple projects, that being Spider-Man No Way Home, She-Hulk, Echo. They've been returning and, you know, reprising their roles, being just as they were before, but with a little more of that comic book sauce as well. And now finally them, along with the original cast from the Netflix Daredevil show and John Bernthal as Punisher, are coming back March of next year. And basically we're seeing that after the events of Echo, Fisk is running for mayor, and it is going to turn New York City on its heel. We also have confirmation that the superhero White Tiger, not the female version that you might be familiar with, but the version before, will be a character within this show as well. We even see from the leaked D23 footage what they look like. We also see when John Bernthal's Punisher returns, we can see better looks at Matt's new suits. Hell, we even see his closet has multiple cowls for multiple ones of his iconic suits, such as the Netflix suits, the black and red suit from when he was part of in the comics when he was part of the Hand, the white suit, which is very recent, if you've been reading the recent Daredevil comics, the yellow suits from She-Hulk, like all of the suits in that closet. Again, and as Vincent D'Onofrio says, it's the same tone as the Netflix show, but somehow they went even harder. Yeah, and also Kamala Khan's dad from Miss Marvel is also going to be in the series as well.
Yeah, I thought the fact that they had Kamala Khan's dad in the show, I was like, oh, that put a smile on my face. I was like, okay, God, that like one thing Miss Marvel I love the family aspect of the show, but that Daredevil and the realism and everything is like you doing involving. The big thing what Netflix Daredevil did was having even civilian characters you cared about, even though in the world where bad things were just happening, and you're hoping it doesn't happen to them. I think the big thing was getting on stage is the fact that to have Charlie Cox and also John Bernthal to come there and I feel like they bask in like, yo, we're here, after everything that came out, especially John Bernthal, like to have a Punisher, especially because obviously everything going on, like all they're gonna change Punisher, but I'm like, no, we've seen the photos and everything. This is true Punisher now with all the MCU toys, Daredevil, all the MCU toys, like comic accurate, different costumes and everything, and then we're seeing other characters, White Tiger. We also see another character. I forgot the name of it. I forgot one of the characters' names.
But also the white suit. I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I forget the name too. And then also remember Bullseye is also back for this series as well, and he'll be comic accurate too. It's what we remember from those Netflix days. It's just with that comic book accuracy printed on it. That just makes it feel like it's the same, but it's evolved. That's the best way to put it. And that's even what the cast said. It's the same, but things have evolved in the best way possible. Yeah.
So this is one of my most anticipated shows for next year, aside for many few that non-Disney and stuff. But I'm just very happy that this is going to be a strong point for Marvel to get back to hopefully strong television and everything. But what they did confirm is that they're getting started on season 2. So there will be a season 2 of this show, which I'm super excited for. But with the footage we see in the trailer, which you see in the leak, like that on there, definitely giving full Netflix, like the gruesomeness and everything, and I tone it down. And I'm very intrigued. After Deadpool and Wolverine, I hope they go, let them be with the entity that they are and everything, and let it fully prosper and all that stuff. So but that's I feel I'm excited for Daredevil season 2 or season 1. Daredevil Born Again will be coming in, I believe, March of 2025. So that'll be beginning of next year. So that's guys like almost less than a year from now, we're gonna be getting back to Daredevil weekly, not just have more than the 6 to 9 episodes for Disney Marvel like this. We're getting 18 episodes of this, so back to television roots and stuff. So I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. So Other than that, there's like other few things from the D23 panel. Like there was, we forgot Mufasa, Lion King though. But,
yeah, there was a few other things that were revealed. Mufasa got a new trailer. Snow White got its first trailer. We got our first look at Stitch from the live action Lilo and Stitch. And yes, you're gonna say it. You're gonna say what he said.
I'm not gonna say. I'll just play what they. I'll just have it with play it right now when they say it. I'm like, what did he say?
Huh? La Crista!
I'm like, my Negro spider senses are tingling. What did you say? But anyway, yeah. So whatever they're gonna go with that. I think Stitch looked good. So I mean, it looks fine. But aside from that, I just want to say, as a whole, recapping all this stuff, D23 announcements and their presentation definitely obliterated San Diego Comic-Con. Definitely obliterated San Diego Comic-Con. It was almost at the level of CinemaCon status. Not to the level, because we actually saw footage that's not coming out for like another year and stuff. So, and we were getting announcements and titles and stuff with the execs, and the people on the board and all that stuff, right? It was like CinemaCon level. San Diego Comic-Con, please take notes. Please take notes, because
that's the thing. It's like, after like San Diego Comic-Con, yes, there was a lot to talk about, like with the stuff that's coming next year, and also giving confirmation on where the Avengers stuff is going, as well as other stuff non-Disney. But this just felt like, this felt like what you want to see. You want to see all these things, like at least confirmations about projects, new looks at stuff, or official trailers. Whatever you can say or give, that's what we want to know. And D23, for those like 3 to 4 hours, gave us all of that on every single part of the IPs that Disney owns.
Right. So aside from that, like again, I'm currently saying excited for what the slate they have here. I thought the way they executed the presentations were done very well, and how they should be, for presentations and stuff. People were able to record some things and stuff like that. So when we're at CinemaCon, we were able to watch the first 35 minutes for Inside Out. I think Disney is hearing you guys. They're hearing what's going on. They hear the complaints and stuff. But they're also knowing we're Disney. We're going to remind y'all we're Disney and why we're House of Mouse and why we're top dog and stuff. So
they're like we'll be gracious, but we're putting our foot down when we know we don't need to do everything.
So yeah, I think they did a good job with this, and I'm looking forward to it. These next 2 years are going to be packed for cinema, and I'm super excited for it. Again, for the next 2 years, it's like everybody complaining, like, "Oh, cinema's dead," and all. It's like, no, it's been delayed.
No,
it's been delayed. You don't get billion-dollar films. It's also streaming and stuff. Streaming is not killing theaters. People are becoming more selective of what they want to go to the theater for and not. That's why Borderlands has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. People don't want to see it, and it looks like a Walmart Guardians of the Galaxy. That's why.
Yeah, I'll just say, like, in terms of like my real life job, those theaters were empty. I'm just gonna say that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. People are choosing, and again, family films and stuff, and much as rated R films, it's East and West. These films are gonna be in theaters. People will choose what they want to go see, and if it's good, we'll go see it. If it's good, we'll go see it. Plain and simple. So, but anyway, guys, let us know in the comment section down below what's your thoughts on announcement for D23, what you like, what you didn't like, and stuff, what you're looking forward to, anticipating and stuff. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 on the road. 1,000 subscribers. I'm not gonna say it. Anyway.
Because like, oh, they don't hate woke stuff. Okay.
Yeah, right. But anyway, so you're almost road to 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit notification bell on your way out. Links down in the description box below. We'll see you guys next. Out.